From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Yo, welcome back. You are listening to Deep Dive. We have a massive show today because February 22nd is basically the MVP of calendar dates. It is packed with everything from sports miracles to historical legends.
Yeah, you were right, Vanessa. From the birth of a nation to the birth of global navigation, today is all about the people and breakthroughs that changed how we see the world and our place in it. It is one of those dates that makes you realize how much history can happen in a single 24-hour window.
Speaking of changing the world, we have to start on the ice. February 22nd, 1980, Lake Placid. The miracle on ice. Talia, this wasn't just a hockey game. This was like a scripted movie ending, except it actually happened right in front of the world.
It really was. You had a group of American college kids facing off against the Soviet Union's Big Red Machine. The Soviets had won 4 straight gold medals. They were professionals in everything but name, and they were considered absolutely unbeatable. Just a few days before the Olympics, they had actually crushed the U.S. team 10-3 in an exhibition game.
Right. And then the puck drops for the real thing. The U.S. team falls behind early, but they just keep coming. They take a 4-3 lead in the third period, and the atmosphere in that arena was electric. When that final whistle blew and Al Michaels asked if we believed in miracles, it became arguably the greatest upset in the history of the Olympics.
It was a massive boost for national morale during a very tense period of the Cold War. And what people sometimes forget, Vanessa, is that they still had to beat Finland 2 days later to actually secure the gold medal, which they did. It showed what a resilient young group of people can achieve when the odds are stacked against them.
While we are talking about leadership and beating the odds, we have to look at some of the legends born on this day. First up, the OG himself, George Washington, born in 1732 in Virginia. He led the Continental Army through the impossible and became the first president of the United States.
Exactly. Washington is such a foundational figure. His decision to step down after 2 terms really set the precedent for American democracy. It is rare in history to see someone with that much power simply give it up for the sake of the system. He essentially defined the office by knowing when to leave it.
Total boss move. And staying on the theme of people who built global movements, we have Robert Baden-Powell, born in 1857. He started the Boy Scouts in 1908. Talia, you are all about future cities and community resilience. The scouting movement is kind of the blueprint for that, right?
Absolutely. Baden-Powell focused on self-reliance, outdoor skills, and citizenship. Today, there are millions of scouts worldwide. It is about teaching young people how to be prepared for anything, which is a lesson that is more relevant now than ever. It creates a global network of people trained to help in their local communities.
That's remarkable. And we cannot mention birthdays today without talking about the legend Steve Irwin, born in 1962. The Crocodile Hunter brought wildlife conservation into every living room with that wild Aussie energy and a whole lot of heart. He made us all care about the things that crawl and bite.
Steve Irwin was a game changer for environmentalism, Vanessa. He made people care about animals that weren't necessarily cute or cuddly. His passion for conservation through the Australia Zoo continues to inspire a whole new generation of wildlife experts today. He turned fear into fascination for millions of kids.
Yeah, from navigating the outback to navigating the entire planet, our fact of the day is a tech classic. On February 22nd, 1978, the U.S. Air Force launched Navstar 1. That was the very first operational GPS satellite. This changed the game for how we move across the globe.
It is hard to overstate how much GPS changed everything. It started as a strictly military tool, but now it is the backbone of our cities. It powers our emergency services, financial transactions, and even how we track the impact of climate change on urban environments. Everything from your food delivery to global logistics relies on that constellation of satellites.
Seriously, without Navstar 1, we wouldn't have rideshare apps or even basic map navigation on our phones. It is one of those invisible technologies that we just take for granted every single day, yet it defines modern convenience. It's incredible to think it all started on this day in the late 70s.
It really is the thread that connects so much of our modern world. From 1978 to today, it has been a journey of incredible innovation. I appreciate you walking through these milestones with me, Vanessa. It has been a great look at history.
Same here, Talia. That is it for us today. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast. You can find more at deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Peace.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.